Welcome to Spaghetti Arms. I really hate the series. It's not that bad, but we're going to get through it together. We've got, most don't have great arms, y'all, and I don't care. But we need them for runners. So we're going to do bicep curl, full curl to press, deadlift / hip hinge, and standing row. Really, the difference between a deadlift and a hip hinge is whether or not you're holding something in your hands. A hip hinge usually have a resistance band under your feet that's kind of pulling backwards on you. If you're doing a deadlift, there's an assumption that you have weight in your hands and you're trying to fight to keep your shoulders back. But we'll get into that. So first, we've got the upright. Going to lock your cage. I'm going to show you these from the side. Then remind you, the reason I humble myself to wear next to nothing while I demonstrate these moves is to remind you that your TVA needs to be coming out to play with a lot of these exercises. So feet hip distance apart, roll your shoulders back, curl, exhale, and lift. Make sure that there's momentum, which is why we take a breath in between each move. We really want the bicep and doing all of the work initiating, and that your shoulders stay in place. None of this curling forward stuff. Okay, then the second move, we can take the curl into a press, down, return. And the key here is to do all of this motion while keeping your shoulder back. Okay, then we have the hip hinge or the deadlift. Again, if you're not using the weights and you don't have to, we just want to make sure your glute, your boots are on, your booty. So your glutes, your booty is on, your shoulders are where they need to be. Bend and raise, keeping those shoulders in line. With your hands skimming the sides of your thighs all the way down and all the way back. This is considered more of a butt exercise, and it kind of is. But frankly, trying to keep your arms like in the sockets is a lot of work for your bicep too, if you use them as infrequently as I use mine. And then finally, the standing row, which I call the front row. Like I'm sitting in the front row. Up to here. We don't want your elbows up. We really want your elbows in line with your shoulders and your shoulders back. Again from the side. Make sure you're not locking your knees and that your glutes are turned on. And that is it. The only bad thing about it is having to go through that whole series like 3 times. You'll survive though, I promise. Yay!